Go. Oh, see. There goes the video. There we go. And there was a bunch of stuff that I wasn't paying attention to. I was gonna need to rewatch it anyways. Now I've got an excuse to sit around and not do shit for another hour. I think the official ending time is probably going to be maybe like an hour and 27 seconds, hour and 28 seconds. I mean, I can obviously do this much easier and probably with more precision by by doing something else than manually timing this. I could be far more accurate if I was to like open this up in Movie Maker or even just VLC, which I already have open, and I could just set flags and I could determine how long the run is. But also because I feel like doing this. Watching back and critiquing my speedrun. Because with how many fuck-ups I had in this run, I'm not sure how I saved that much time over my previous PB. Like, I do not know where the time came from in this run. So part of me is still trying to figure that shit out. Like, where's the time coming from? Where am I gaining so much time? That, and I want to listen to more Llama Llama music. You caught me. It's the whole reason I did it on purpose. So I can listen to more Llama Llama music. But here's the thing. It's the time I'm expecting to see at the end of this is not so far away from what RaceBot has that I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure that that's corrected. I mean, I'm just gonna do another run at some point, you know? Probably on Friday. I'll do a couple of them. That's what I tend to do. Last Friday, I just felt like going out with some friends. I figured, well, the opportunity is knocking. May as well. So yeah, just already, little things. That was so good. Just jump into his hand as a ball. Excuse me. Yeah, never practice. That was something I wasn't paying attention to the first time I was watching. Glad I paid attention to see that I got that first try. Make my timer even I think the thing that confuses me the most about this run, and about where the time is coming from, I wasn't racing the clock in this run. I never go into the Friday night races with the idea that I'm actually, like, racing someone, because that puts, I feel like that puts more pressure on me. I just use it as an opportunity to play the game. And the way I play the game is this kind of speed run. Okay, did get the quick kill. I figured since I, like, blinked and missed it, that I probably did, but I wanted to see it. Again, wasn't paying attention last time to that. And then this is just infuriating, even to watch. But, like, you know where I can save time? I can only go in with 3 E-tanks. What, that's like a good 5, 6, 7 seconds per item pickup? And I get a couple extra E-tanks. You only need 3. And it's been a while since I've done runs of the game with just 3 E-tanks. But I've done it, and that's the way I used to do it before I started racing. And then I figured, well, I'm just going to get more E-tanks because I don't want to die in the race. And I don't want to quit in the race because I died. So I just picked up additional E-tanks. And the thing is, I don't need them. I only need the 3. Like, right here. This is all the energy I need. You know? It's all the energy you need in any percent. And I get another 2 or 3 E-tanks. You know, just because. Extra security, extra safety in the run, so that I'm able to complete the race. Nice CWJ, by the way. Again, just so many little things here, there, and everywhere that can be cleaned up to the tune of like a second or two off the clock. Oh man, this guy from Lama Lama. Yeah, that's a lot of that time right there. That's a lot of that time right there. All I've got to do is just get better at that initial bomb jump. And the timing of laying that second bomb is really what I need to get better at. The shots on that climb are pretty good, though. Gotta say. And again, all of my compliments and detractions are completely based on the fact that this is my run that I'm talking about, and it's good or bad for me. This whole run is bad for a top-tier speedrun. To be perfectly honest right now. Top-tier speedrunner would be furious with this run. He'd be throwing his controller and shit. Baby steps to getting better. I remember trying to learn that Shine Spark, and I discovered that it was just like Alcatraz. The more you think about it, the harder it is. The more you depend on muscle memory to do it, the easier it is. The work robot is real, so I can't jump over him. Good night. But yeah, just need to get better on the timing for that X Factor. It's just, there's not really a visual cue, because I need to be jumping, I need to be in the air near the ceiling of the room right as Phantom is coming on screen, and I need to be already pausing at that time as well. So, and I don't really have a visual cue for it. So it's just kind of something I have to feel out. Kind of like when Bottoon shows up. You know, that's a time when that's a timing that I thought I was getting better at that timing, but it's just one of those things where I see him and I react by pushing the button as soon as I see it. Sometimes I try to jump it based on my feel for the timing, but I'm not going to act like I have a good feel for this game. Sure, I've been playing it for years, but doesn't mean I'm as good as other people that have been playing it for the same amount of time. Because I've put little to no effort into actually improving. Like, I don't practice, I just play. I don't grind out strats, I just play the game. And again, that's why it's so strange that I cut over 30 seconds off of my previous best time with this run. I still don't understand where the time came from, and I also don't understand, like, I just don't understand this run. Why it was so much better than my previous. And see, I'm like farming going through these rooms. Probably because I have to, so otherwise I'm dead. I go ahead and say the music does not mix well with the action on screen in this case. The Chamber of Birth music, I'm not sure. Not sure that goes well with on-screen action. Although, Palenque did have a spaceship. Blank. Not a spaceship. This could be his ship. And Samus could just be really, 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 really tiny. Palenque could have been a giant. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you, the viewer. See, what am I doing? There's another couple seconds that I could shave off just by sticking to what I'm supposed to do, instead of trying to be cheeky and farming energy along the way. There's some more time burnt. I just seem really rattled at this point in the run. Mechanics are just completely broken down. Which again, there was just so many little fuck-ups that it's hard to believe that this run was that much better than my previous, but again, that's just the thing. The more you play, the more natural things become. And the more you start taking certain things for granted in the game, because you know you're going to get it. And 9 out of 10 times, I've been getting it. In regard to certain things, I feel like I'm right there. But it's just so strange, the number of little fuck-ups here and there. Like, this would have been the run, except of all the cute little fuck-ups that happened. I mean, it's not like I had a great Fane-Toon fight. And there's been like 1 or 2 little things in just about every one that I can nitpick on. I'm sure there's a lot more in some of my previous personal bests. I jumped it on this one. It's just his hitbox has got to be at the base of his head. And like, that was not the best, but it wasn't terrible. Ridley was probably, well, I mean, Kraid's obviously a a shoe-in for the best boss fight because I got the quick kill, but I mean, the bosses that actually fight back, really, I think Ridley's probably the best one I had, and even that one didn't go as well as it should have. You know, he picked me up like 3 or 4 times, at least. I mean, the farming went quick. Oh man. The Tiamat boss fight music. The most epic boss fight music in the entire game. The final boss is okay, but not compared to this. Like, it's only okay compared to this, I should say. And the final boss theme is really good. But this is the most epic boss fight theme in the game. Not necessarily my favorite theme in the game. That's either the credits theme, or the Gate of Guidance, the first area with the intro. And of course the overworld theme is really iconic to me. Inferno Caves music. Inferno Caves, Inferno Caverns, whatever. As long as I'm not calling it Inferno Mines, we're good. That's something else entirely. Still good, but it's not online, so it's not in this discussion. That kill is just silly. But even this should have ended sooner. This could have been, like, if I could have gotten really good boss fights, this would have been a PB by a hell of a lot more than just 30 seconds. Even with all the little screw-ups here and there. I would have cut the one if I could have gotten good boss fights, and that's how much time the bosses waste when they go wrong. Like, honestly, this is what I should do. Excuse me. Is just do my runs, and then watch it back later, and set splits according to that, and that's how I do... That's how I do splits. It's like, no, I'm not actually gonna do speedruns with active splits. Just with a timer. Well, not even. Maybe with a timer. This song as well is really good. Is this the True Shrine of the Mother? waking. Yeah, this is the true shrine of the mother. Good stuff. Those drops. All those flappy pancakes. Take mine frozen, thank you. And then explode it. And then get me some real food, damn it. My guy on the tablet over here, stream I have up in the background, Katoon, still playing Dark Souls. He is still on the gargoyle fight. Poor guy. There are so many other games I want to play and get good at that are on my list and that have been on my list for so much longer than a game like Dark Souls, where I'm just content with watching people play that. I've played it and I don't like the way it controls. Don't get me wrong, it controls excellently. Controls very, very well. But I do not like the feel of the game. The controls are really good, and the feel of the controls is really good. But there's something about it that's just like, does not ring my bell. However, I will not ever say that it's a bad game. Dark Souls is an amazing game, but it's not for me. There are lots of other games that I want to get around to. And who knows how long it's going to take to get around to it. I mean, fuck, I've got like 300 some odd PlayStation 2 games. You know? I need to either beat most of them, and the ones I don't beat, I need to be just sick of playing them. God, and then I've got a box of Super Nintendo games that probably weighs more than I do. Oh, that's because it also has my NES games in it too, that's right. I mean, hell, even Llama Llama is a game I'd like to play all the way through before I even look at Dark Souls again in terms of playing it. I maybe this coming year it'll be time for me to start watching Bloodborne again, just to see if I still have an opinion on it, or if I'm just meh. That opinion was no effing thank you. It's like, again, I'll watch it, but it was not something that interests me. So, maybe I should take a second look at it, see if anything's changed. I don't know. Dark Souls 1, from my standpoint as a viewer, it's different than Dark Souls 2, 3, Demon Souls, or Bloodborne. Dark Souls 2 is another one that, like, I don't know. I guess it all depends on who's playing it. Because if there's a streamer that I normally would watch anyways, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls. Oh, well, shit, I'll watch. You know, even if it's not someone I would normally watch, but it's still someone I'm subbed to. If there's nothing else better on, it's like, okay, default to some random dude playing Dark Souls. I'll take it. It's just the thing is, I don't think 2 or Bloodborne have had the impact that Dark Souls 1 did, so everyone is still kind of gravitating to the first one. Which is different for me, because I thought, like, Dark Souls 2, I don't know, something about that just felt, pardon the pun, but something about it just felt hollow. Like, it just didn't quite feel right. And I don't know if that was just because I had watched so much Dark Souls at the time. Dark Souls 1. Ridley just needing to take the proverbial chill pill that I'm trying to shoot at him. But see, the thing is, I'll also, like, get excited if someone I'm following is playing Demon Souls. So, I don't know, maybe it's just something about Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. Maybe it's just because I haven't watched that much of them. I'm hoping that's all it is. I mean, it could just be that I'm bored with the formula that they've presented. And it's like, hey, it was good for 2 games, but now it's like, okay, now this is a little old hat. It's good that you're still making them, but it's like Mega Man. You can only change up the formula so much because you still have to make it a Mega Man game. While we listen to the music of Lameza battling the Mother, Samus is on her own way to battle Mother Brain, a lady that is a brain that lives in a jar and shouldn't play with lasers. Oh, god damn it. 1 second. let's see here. Just cleaning up the boss fights and dropping 2 E-tanks. Dude, that is really all I need. If all I'm trying to do is just cut 30 seconds, but try and cut as much time as I can. And now I have to find a new stream to watch in the background. Yo, DJ is playing Dust and Elysian Tale. I have Dust. I need to play it. Dust Force. Now there's a game. I've played that game, and I have a feeling I could get good at it if I tried. But again, it'd be like another Super Metroid situation where I'd be nowhere near where I want to be for a long time. That game's been pretty much destroyed from everything I've heard. So. Now this is one of my favorite themes in the game. The end credits. Because even after you've watched someone play Llama Llama, this just sounds like the most uplifting music in the world. Because you've just been through a multi-hour slog of puzzles and labyrinths and enemies and platforming and gigantic boss fights and just some of the most ridiculous stuff I had ever seen at the time. And you get to the end and you hear this music and it's just... I did it. This is one of the best, like, congratulations, you completed the quest themes that I can think of. It's uplifting, it's victorious. It's all these great adjectives that you want to throw around. I have to imagine that beating Llama Llama for the first time feels like a major accomplishment. Like you've tested your mettle against one of the more difficult retro-style games that are out there. Yeah, I don't know this music. The hell? Oh! One-on-one battle beneath the legendary tree. Yeah, there's nothing about that shit in the remake. That weird, like, dating sim. Like, not sure what was going on about that, but... And then the fact that in order to clear one of the rooms in Hell Temple, you had to figure out, first of all, that you had to play Parodius in the game and rack up a high score in order to advance in Hell Temple. I thought that was nuts. Oh, Maze of Gallius. Temple of Time. Maze of Gallius was so much fun. And no ketchup. What is that? But like, playing Maze of Gallius was one of those things I don't know if I'm ever gonna play it again. If I do, I'll definitely stream it, but I'm not sure if I'll ever play it again, just because... It's like, to me, it's like The Legend of Zelda. It's a game where, like, once you beat it, you almost don't need to go back and play it again. Like, I haven't played Ocarina of Time in ages. I beat it, and I don't really want to go back to it. Zelda 1, I need to beat that at some point. But like Zelda 2, I'll come back to Zelda 2 every once in a while and do New Game Plus, because that shit's fun as hell. But yeah, baby needs to be dead now. See? Because the game takes 2 minutes after the baby dies. So... get ready on time. Where the hell is my thing? There it is. like the dungeon music from Maze of Gallius. Maybe that's just me. 227 or 227? 1 hour, 27 seconds. Okay, that's pretty much what I was thinking. I'll even round up to 128. Still. Well, thank you. I mean, I was just watching back the PB. Yeah, I mean, and that, I just chalked that up to having to turn around and hit a button. So, either way, I have it saved in Live Split now, so that's all I was looking to do this time around. We'll let the credits finish out, I guess, but... Yeah, the route is just my custom version of a route from like 5 or 6 years ago. And I know I can cut the 1 hour with it, and I'm just using it as a really, really easy route to gradually get better and better and better at. I'm trying to not really learn a whole lot of the new strats and the new route stuff. Kind of just gonna bash my head against this route until I cut the one with it. But yeah, this is an old route that has not been done in a long time. What the hell is this song? Uh-oh. I don't remember that part. Whatever. Yeah, I've been around for a little bit. Air Force. But got my time right there. I can close out of that. Sure, I'll save that. Why not? Get rid of that. Oh, get out of here, VLC. Get rid of that. Yeah, screw attack is really helpful for Lower Norfair, because you don't have to worry about the Three Musketeers, any of the red hunters that are flying around. You don't have to worry about them because you can just jump right through them. You don't have to time shots to run through them, you can just jump through them. cut out the music, cut out all this, and put that up. Yeah, it makes pillars a lot easier. The room that's often referred to as the worst room in the game is made trivial by having screw attack, because you just wall jump up, kick off the wall, jump up through that part in the middle, and go about your business. Ridley is easier with screw attack because you can jump through him. And it's just something that I think makes the game easier, but the only thing is you've got to turn screw attack off when you're trying to do the Zebetite skip. And then you have to remember to turn it back on. So that's inconvenient, and that's kind of wasted time as well. But it's something you've got to accommodate for if you're running with screw attack. So, well, right on. So, found out I was, off by a couple seconds with RaceBot, which is fine. Chalk that up to me taking forever to find the door on the ship, and then hit enter that way. Yeah, I was talking about the Green Gate stuff a little bit earlier. I'll go into it again real quick. I know how to do it, and it is legal in Friday Night Any Percent. The only thing that's banned in the races is GT code, which is just, holding down all the face buttons as you're going into GT's room. Probably already know that. But I could do that, but I do not have the confidence in my ability to do Green Gate, because I've only ever done it like 2 or 3 times. I know how to do it, again, but it's something I think I would need to practice more. And for right now, the route that I have, all I need to do is get better luck with Fantoon, get better luck and better timing with Fantoon, should say, and better luck and timing with Dragon. And then all I need to do to cut off another like 10 plus seconds is drop off 2 of those safety E-tanks that I get. Because I used to run the game with only 3 E-tanks. So if I cut those 2, then won't have to do a whole lot with that. I have not even come close to ever getting the short hop mock ball. So Ice Escape is one of those things that I'm just chalking up as a loss for right now. Yeah, I do, but again, I'm at a point with the route where I'm convinced that I can get to where I want to be with the route that I've got and with me doing what I'm doing. I am stubborn, and I do want to prove to myself that I can take this route that I've got and cut the one with it. Basically, so I can hold it up and say, see, Super Metroid's not hard at all. I cut the one and I barely tried. Well anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Seen a fair number of people popping in and out. Thank you for the kind words. Does mean a lot to me. But I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye.